both of y'all. And you yourself in the microphone now, can't you?
Yeah.
All righty. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And good evening to you, Radio Free Radford. This is Dustin Staples, station manager, coming to you here live at a little bit after 5 o'clock this evening. Hope you're doing well and staying dry out there. It is quite wet and very not the greatest day to be out doing things. But this is the second show of the semester, and we finally have a guest on here this evening, and joining us here is University 100 in Student Government. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, your major, your year, and what do you do?
Well, hi, my name is Veronica Hyman. I'm a senior elementary education major. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. We're going to be talking about University 100 today, and so I've been a PI, a peer instructor, for about 3 years now.
Alrighty. Alrighty, and for you?
Yeah, my name's Chase Arrington. I'm a junior double majoring in business management and marketing from Bassett, Virginia, and I had the pleasure to be a peer instructor last semester for the first time.
All right, so let's kind of talk about what that peer instructor is. A lot of people, a lot of freshmen, especially when they're coming to Quest or they're coming looking at research, say PI. Talk about what is exactly a PI is.
So a PI is basically, in shorter terms, for a peer instructor.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody out there is listening that remembers your University 100 experience, you had a faculty instructor and you had a peer instructor. Your peer instructor helps teach that intro to college class. So in that class, we go over time management, we go over study skills and things like that. But it's just a really great way to get connected with students one-on-one, and it's a really, really rewarding program. I've done it for 3 years. It's so much I loved it. So highly recommend becoming a PI.
All right, and for you, Chase?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
How is PI? Talk about the experience that you've been through with it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I had the pleasure to be a peer instructor for just the business class last semester, so it was all business students in the University 100 class, and that was really helpful to get to know the students that I'm going to be having classes with and stuff the next year or so. It gave them a role model, me being the role model that way, they know me, they know my name, they can come up and ask questions about the harder classes when they get to the classes that they're going to be in their majors with and stuff like that.
All right,
yeah.
That's awesome. Of course, there's probably some freshmen listening out there, whatever that. I guess what are some that you strictly teach the business one, correct? Or both of y'all do?
I was just the business.
The business, and you taught?
I've taught for 2 years a MASH section of University 100, but this past year I taught a general section. So with University 100, it is section specific. Some of them are general, which means that anybody can be in those. And then some of them are major specific. So like Chase taught business. We have a couple sections for science and biology. We have a nursing one, a teaching one. So being in those sections, and also as a peer instructor, we try to find and match up the peer instructor with that section. So Chase is a business major, so he was with business students.
Okay.
But for example, we had a teaching major who was with teaching students, and so that kind of helps back and forth. And I think it really helps freshmen understand and help them see somebody who's gone through the classes that they've gone through in that kind of a setting.
Okay, and of course, what has it been like teaching this so far? What are the first students' perspective when they first walk in the classroom? You've been teaching this for a couple of years now. What have you been getting experience from it?
I think the biggest thing I'm getting experience from, because I am an education major, is how to really work one-on-one with students. And I think the biggest thing I've got out of it is meeting their needs and helping them for the rest of their college career. Like I said, I've taught 3 years, so my first class was back in 2017, and those students are now juniors. I taught when I was a sophomore. They're now juniors, and I see them all over campus now. They still message me. I think that's the most rewarding part of being a PI. A peer instructor is just seeing how your students grow after you leave, or after they leave you. I think is the biggest part that I just love about it.
All right, and how has it been for you so far?
I think it's really good. It works really well with your public speaking skills. That way you're up talking in front of classes of 30 to 40 students, and you're able to be able to do that public speaking and not get nervous and those kinds of things. It also helps I like helping people. That's just my nature. So really being able to have that impact on the students' lives is really really great for me.
I agree. So, and of course, when I was freshman last year, even though it seems like I've been doing more than what I'm doing, everything like that, I've had a lot of engaging. Of course, the PI instructor, I occasionally, a communicator, so they see around campus and stuff like that. I think it's a wonderful asset to somebody to go ahead and take advantage of course, so like that. So, along with these courses, are there other university like 101, 200 level courses, or just that offered for that 100 version?
So it's just the 100 level version. So University 100 is for new incoming students and transfer students as well. We have a transfer section. It is a 1-credit class, and so that is a really great way to get acclimated to college because, like we said, it is an intro to college course. So you learn a lot of really good skills in that class, time management, study skills, and things like that. Also, registration is the big part we go over in that class. Because we teach you how to register, how to get your time or your PIN number and that kind of stuff. But it is just a freshman level specific class.
Alrighty. And of course, for people maybe interested in teaching and becoming a PI, what is the process of going into that?
So our applications to become a PI went out last Sunday and they close on the 17th of this month. It's a pretty simple process. I think you just upload your resume. And then what that's going to consist of, we're going to go through the resumes and people will be invited to a group interview. And it's going to have everybody come. And then after that, we're going to narrow it down and schedule people for individual interviews. And from that, we'll make our decisions on hiring to see who we think would be great PIs.
All right. And of course, it's only sophomores and levels up, correct? Or freshmen can teach it too? Or
So you can apply as a freshman, but of course you would start teaching when you're a sophomore.
Okay.
So, but anywhere, like even if like you're a second semester of freshman right now, you can apply for it. Obviously you would start when you're a sophomore, but you can apply. That's when I applied. I applied second semester my freshman year.
Alrighty, sounds very interesting, and maybe get, like you said, improve some speaking skills, or just get up in front of a classroom and getting that engaging audience with the students, and especially those incoming freshmen as too. I'm trying to think. Let's see there. I guess what has been the most fun part about what you've been doing so far overall in the last couple of years in your case?
I think the most fun part for me is just seeing, and I've taught this class for three years now, so each class has been different, and just seeing how each class has worked, and how I think the fun part is that each class has taught me something different each year, and so I think that has been the most rewarding part out of it, and I will definitely take that along with me when I go off to teach after I graduate. Okay. So I think that's been like the really cool, fun part.
All right. And what about you, Chase?
And the coolest and funnest part for me is just being able to interact with the different students, because I'm a people's person, so I love to have those individual relationships and individual conversations with a bunch of different people and be able to help them in any way they need.
Okay.
And in University 100, you're able to play some games too, and I love to have fun, so I love playing the games with the students just to get them acclimated to the college environment.
Well, of course, if I was a freshman, I think I want to take you now. Or maybe y'all sound like a very fun group of people to be around and everything like that. And the average class size ranges, it varies from semester from time to time, or it just kind of depends on the year? Or
the average class size is usually around, I would say maybe 13 to 16 students. General sections are usually a little bit bigger. I think this past year I had a general section and that was about 17 students. Okay. But if it's more of a major specific, they're usually a bit smaller. So I don't...
Like my class size last semester was 21 students.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I guess it just varies and fluctuates throughout the semester, and I guess depending on what your major or whatever you're teaching is, too, right? Okay, making sure that's getting that out there too. Well, we're going to start wrapping things up here. This has been an awesome experience, and I'm glad that you're able to come on. People that are interested in becoming a PI, where can they go to? Of course, the application has been sent out, but what if they want more information?
Yeah, so like I said, the application was sent out last Sunday. Another reminder, application is going to come out this weekend sometime, so just be checking your emails. But if you have any questions, please give the Office of New Student and Family Programs a phone call at 540-831-5923, or their email is orientation@radford.edu. So just please feel free to reach out or come by the office. It's in Witt Hall on the first floor. and we'd be glad to answer any questions you may have.
All righty, sounds pretty good, and hopefully students listening out there take advantage of it. And if you haven't signed up for classes next year, I'd advise taking these two. They seem like a good group of people to be around too. So thank you both for coming on, and I wish you all the best this upcoming year.
Thank you for having us, Dustin.
All righty, thank you. We'll have much more coming up. Let's later on half hour and continue to listen to more music on RadioFreeRadford.com.